What? Come on. Hey, guys, listen. I'm excited about this Daily Dose of Dragon Drive number 52. We have Jonathan Stonecipher backstage. Wait until you hear some of the stories he's got. This is going to be fun stuff today. I hope you are ready. I do want to touch base while I bring him in. I did see a Rich Guido post. Oh, hang on. I'm going to mute you real quick.
That's fine.
I did see a Rich Guido post. He does have some metal in the filter, so he is out of competition. He is going to wait until they get back to Great Bend to make adjustments or take a closer look, because he may end up driving the car back, but didn't want to take it on the trip and break it. We got Travis Wise in here. Good morning. Jonathan has a story, I think, about you, or is it Travis Martin, Jonathan?
Sorry, I was just going to say, I just noticed some of the crazy stuff on the road. Travis and Amanda seen a moose yesterday on their drive.
Travis Martin, yeah, that's crazy, dude. Those are the kind of stories that I love, man. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I guess I don't have any notes with me, so what I sent you, I may have to have you look up some names and stuff. Perfect. I just to start with, one of the amazing things to me is the kids that are along this year that are doing the junior street that they added. I think it's just great. Rob and Christy Lipinski's daughter, McKenna, their car, they're limping it along, and they've had to do several fixes and put fuel additives in it and stuff. And then Jared Gwynn's daughter, you'll have to pull up her name. I don't know her name off the top of my head. They actually had to swap the motor in her truck last night.
After pushing it 1.2 miles.
Yes, after pushing it. Yes.
Yeah, and it's the brown S10, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys have got the chance to watch Blaine Stark make a pass yet. The kid's going to be amazing. He just he'll zing that thing to the moon in a burnout box and bang gears and stuff. And they actually, I believe, they might have to correct me on this, but I believe they actually went past the breakout. He had to make another pass because they went quicker than they were allowed to.
Yeah, I think he went like turn in. Yeah, I think he went 8:46, and they're only allowed to go 9:0.
Right, and I'm like,
yeah, 8th mile, and then Allsop, I think, is leading the junior street class,
and that car is amazingly consistent too. I don't know if you guys have seen the time slips he's turned in. It's like right on the bump. These kids are just going to be great.
It's going to be awesome to watch the next like 3 or 4 years of them grow up.
Yes,
in the middle of this.
Absolutely. Like McKenna, Boo and I met Rob and Christy in 2019, I believe. So to us, we've just watched her grow up. She's just, they're like part of our family. So like watching her make her passes and compete and stuff. And then this is more than that. This is more about life, because this teaches you to continue even when things are rough and they don't go as you planned, and things aren't exactly what you would want or what you pictured in your head. And then you just got to continue and go on and roll with it. And it's just a great way to teach your kids about life.
Yeah. Nick Denny has a great comment here. He says, I feel it keeps the kids interested right at the ages, or at the right ages. I think that's true. Plus, like, it gives them an opportunity to make passes in a real car. Not saying that junior dragsters are any less drag race, but a real car is way different than strapping into a junior dragster, I would imagine.
Well, and to me, strapping in a junior dragster, that's like going to the track and making passes. And you're in a scenario where things are more likely to be right than not.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Let's get into some of these topics, because, dude, you've got some good stuff, and we're going to go until 8 because I've got work today. Unfortunately, I'm so sad I'm not with you guys. All right. So Taylor Garchinsky swapping motors was your first comment.
Yes. Yeah. Taylor and them, they showed up with his Chevy 2 this year. They usually bring his dad's car, which is the Barn Find wagon. But they showed up with Taylor's car this year. And Taylor also has another car that he races local. Good morning, Wendy. And they, I guess the motor went down. I haven't seen Taylor. We were kind of ahead of everybody because Boo and I, we rolled out from Kearney, and we actually went to Sterling yesterday. and we started from Sterling yesterday. So I didn't get to see some of the guys on the road. I'm not sure what Taylor had going on, but they did swap the motor in the car, and I believe he's also sitting on podium right now in third place. So
Nice.
yeah,
I'll look at that later and we'll be able to update that. That's cool. And
yes,
then racing starts tonight again, right?
yes, yes, it
I was having withdrawals last night. I was like, I need to watch 8 hours of straight racing. And then Jared Gwynn swapping motors for Junior Street. We talked about that.
yes.
Tyler Bell bent the lower control arm on his short wide.
Yes, Tyler's got a beautiful square body pickup, and I guess on the drive yesterday they bent a lower control arm and had one overnighted, and they were having to do some roadside fix on that, and then get an alignment and stuff so they could continue. And
Nice.
that truck's just beautiful. So
Yep. And then I saw yesterday somebody in the white Dakota ran into another race weaker trying to dodge a
that was
tractor.
actually on the way from Great Bend
Hmm.
to Kearney. Yeah, that they rented the white and blue Blazer. I can't remember their name, but
Yeah.
I don't. It was right at a bridge. I don't know if something happened or what happened there. That have to give some more details on that. But we did
Yep.
see that.
Yeah. I'll find out more
But
details on that too.
they are both continuing. So
Yep. Yeah. The Dakota broke the steering rack,
yeah,
and so they had to go find one of those. And then Corey Thompson broke his trailer hitch. What the heck happened
yeah.
there?
I don't know. They actually had a local shop, a welding shop, open their shop to them and let them use their shop to make repairs to them so they can continue. But yeah, their hitch, and the thing about it is a lot of these a lot of the guys that hitches double as parachute mount,
Hmm.
so it's actually more critical than than what a normal trailer hitch would be, because that's
Yeah.
also the parachute mount. And Corey's got that 67 Chevelle, which is a 7-second capable car. So
Yeah. He needs a parachute mount bad.
yes, absolutely.
That's awesome. And then Tom Mcgilton, electrical issues. We talked about that I think I talked about that on Sunday because I
Okay.
think he made, or Monday, he made one pass
Yes.
and then didn't make it past that. So is he going on with the trip? They get it fixed? Is he
Yes.
just cruising?
He was. We talked to him on Sunday. He was going on with the trip when they had the issues. He actually got his watch crossed on battery terminal and burned himself pretty good. And
Dang.
and his daughter took him to the hospital just to get him checked out to make sure that nothing was wrong. And me and Boo spoke to him for just a few minutes, and he had intentions of showing up today with the car and trying to make sure things were lined out and actually make some passes in it. So
That's great. Yeah,
yeah,
in one of the videos I think that Sick the Mag posted, he was or on Tom Bailey's channel, he was saying that he thought it was a cam sensor, and to get to it, like you had to,
yeah,
it's on the backside of the engine. So
yep. And his car's like what we think of as normal street cars or race cars. His car's over the top because his car is a race car with all street car equipment. It's not like the
yeah,
easiest thing to do roadside fixes on.
yeah. I mean, it's a big block in a
Yeah,
fifth gen that also has air conditioning and
yeah.
all of the stuff. It's not a race car with a removable panel so you can get to the
No,
back.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it's full fifth gen interior. I mean, like it's
Yes,
dash. If it
everything.
didn't have Pro Street tires on the back, you could look in there and think it was just a standard Camaro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, with a name like Why Not? Why wouldn't you do that?
Yes.
And then the last note we had here was Travis Martin saw a moose. Like
Yeah.
I can't even imagine driving because they've got a Camaro, and I would be scared to death.
They were running the Rowdy Radio class with me and Boo, and Travis and Boo are pretty good friends, so we've talked with them quite a bit this week. And just randomly, me and Boo were driving through the mountains yesterday, and we had no cell phone service or anything. And Boo's like, "Man, wouldn't it be awesome if we seen a moose?" And I was like, "Oh, that'd be awesome." Well, 2 hours later, it's like, "John, Travis seen a moose." I'm
What?
like, "What? Where?" So
Travis Wise says, "Stop thinking about me." Sorry, dude. There's too many Travises. He's doing great in his S10. He's
yeah,
faster every time he's made passes. That's great. And he says he's going to turn the boost controller on this time. So
good, good.
yeah. So
Um,
I think he ran low eight something in the eighth night before last.
One of the other things, right before I come down, I didn't get a chance to send this to you, but Jeremy Farmer's daughter, Katie. They're driving Jeremy's Chevelle, the flame black Chevelle, and they actually had to put a torque converter in it on a lift last night.
Jeez, man, on the
Yeah.
portable lift or just found some
No,
shop on
they were somebody's shop. I can't remember which shop it was, but it's one of the race weekers' shops. So,
dude, that's awesome.
There's lots of guys that are local here, like Bill Leake, Adam Dory, and all the guys, and they have shops and stuff where they're, they usually, when we come through here, they open up their shops and everything to anybody that needs anything, which is, makes you feel like family more so than ever.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, dude, I appreciate it, man. So how long did you drive yesterday? Not yesterday, day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday, we drove from Great Bend up to Kearney, and then we drove from Kearney to Sterling. So I drove till, I think it's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez, dude, you're an animal.
Well, we just thought it'd be better if we could kind of get out. Me and Bud kind of planned different this year because in the past we'd had issues with it was hard for us to make our room reservations to get actually to the room, and then we were rushed around to try to get there. We're rolling with no reservations. We just get where rooms where we're available, and when I'm keyed up, it's like on this. I'm okay to drive 3 or 4 or 5 hours after racing because I couldn't sleep anyway. And what would happen is if we got a room there in Kearney, I'd went and laid in the bed and thought about this and thought about that and maybe went right to sleep or maybe not, and then not been able to rest because a lot of times we replay the events in our heads a little bit.
Yep.
And then try to travel on the next day. But we just decided we had plans to drive from Great Bend to Kearney actually after we raced on Saturday was our original plan, and then what we were going to do is just stay a day ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But the transmission, the
decided it didn't want to play nice.
And we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do when we get back. This gives us a little bit of time to think about what we need to do. So I think we're going to what's that, McLean?
John McLean said
thanks, John. John's one of my friends from back home. So
nice. That's awesome.
So I think when we get back, we're gonna dump the car at my shop and pull the transmission out and get it back to Kevin and get that thing checked out. And we need to check the rear end too. When we were loading the thing in a trailer, we had to make a fairly sharp turn, and the rear end was making a lot of strange new noises. And me and Boo, we're just kind of we're bummed, but it's like we upgraded power plant and probably gained somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 to 500 horsepower roughly, but we didn't upgrade anything else other than the torque converter. So it's and the thing about it is a lot of guys don't think about that until it happens, but it's like and we didn't have intentions of turning the thing up right away.
Mm-hmm.
But the track there looked like it was going to work pretty good, and we put a little more sauce in it, and then
it said no thank you.
It said no thank you.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping on. I've got a couple other updates from the list stuff. I don't want to bore you with all that. Have fun. Get some sleep, dude. I know you probably can't now that you're up.
No, I'm good. I actually got a full 5 hours last night, and for the first time ever on a race week, I had a meal where we actually went in, sat down at a table, ordered, and ate food.
My gosh.
That is a race week first for me. So
yeah, that's awesome, dude. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, before you jump off real quick, Michael. Yeah. I can't give any details, but probably gonna need to go back on live with you sometime this evening. Me and Boo got a pretty good surprise for everybody today. Yeah. So I'll message you here in a little bit, and I'll arrange the time this evening. So,
dude, I'm in. You tell me, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, bud. See you. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Y'all, I love Jonathan. He is the reason I am in Drag and Drive and all that kind of stuff. So we got Ronnie Steffen saying good morning here. I do want to thank him for jumping on. Again, if you haven't done it, I posted the link to the Gas Chamber Nova Facebook page up top. Please go like that. I'm going to nudge Jonathan to give us more than one picture a day for the rest of the week that he's out there and have some fun. So let's talk list stuff. Obviously, we have no new racing updates, but those will happen tonight, y'all. There's some fast stuff at Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0. There are cars that are breaking left and right, though. We are seeing a ton of stuff, just like he was talking about, people putting motors in. I mean, that's 2 engine swaps on the event. There's a lot of the fast guys that are struggling as well, just because, a lot of times you're building your car to go as fast as you possibly can, and you're right up to the limit, especially with parts shortages and things like that. So you end up right at the limit, right there, untested, out there making passes. Like Travis Wise earlier talking about the boost controller and things like that. Him and I were messaging back and forth. I saw his second pass in Kearney the other night live, and so messaged him, asking what was going on, thought the truck was going to be faster, kind of nudged him a little bit, said he forgot to turn the boost controller on. Here's the deal. If you haven't been on a drag and drive, things like turning your boost controller on may seem like, oh man, I can't believe you forgot that. That's part of racing, all that kind of stuff. But you're running on 3 hours of sleep, and the other part of it is your adrenaline level is so high during these events that you don't have full brain capacity. I'm just going to tell you. And so you get dehydrated. You have a lack of food. You have a lack of sugar in your system. You show up to the track late because you've been, kind of lollygagging around during the day, enjoying your vacation, which is what these things are supposed to be. You get there, you get flustered, you forget to turn the boost controller on. You don't make as much power as you needed to. Now you've got to make a second or third pass during the day. But he is going faster throughout the week, so that's a huge plus. Junior Street, it's exciting to see those guys. Jonathan was talking about how consistent Allsop's Mustang is, and I'll just tell you, so Austin turned in a 902 at Great Bend and then a 9101 at Kearney. So we'll see what Bandemir does for him. Currently he is sitting in first place. Blaine Stark, our boy, is right behind him in the 55 wagon. He turned in a 9199 and then a 9299 at Great Bend. So he is we have Laney Mackey in the Charger. She's actually the most consistent. Listen to this time difference: 10-179 at Great Bend and 10-211 at Kearney. That is crazy consistent. So everybody looks like they're all about the same moving down there. So you got Laney Mackey at 10-179, Gracie Gwynn in the 85 S10 at 10-196, and then McKenna Gwynn at 10-694. So no, I think that's wrong. Should be McKenna Lipinski on that. So maybe they'll have that updated today. So anyways, guys, super cool stuff. Actually, no, McKenna Gwynn may be right. Anyways, doesn't matter. They are racing. They're having fun. And it's exciting to see this new generation of folks coming through. So those are the updates I have for you guys today. Again, we're daily through the end of Rocky Mountain Race Week. And then we go to a weekly live show. And guys, I'm excited about this. We're going to start at 30 minutes. I'm going to give you, it's going to be hard hitting, polished drag and drive news. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, right here. Lollygagging will cause you to be late. And then Travis Wise and Rowdy, there's 5 hitters. And then there's me. Yeah. Hey, that's the way it works, man. You got to get your feet wet first. There was something else I was going to tell you guys about. I don't remember what it was. Let's see. Gas Chamber Nova. We'll talk about Rich Guido. All the stuff there. All right. Lastly, I will tell you the merch site is so close, guys. I don't even want to give you a preview. We've got all of it working through. We should have it updated by the end of the week. So hang tight, please. We have some new stuff that's going to be on there you guys have never seen before. So I'm excited about that. Drag and Drive Addiction is taking off. Let's take a look and see where we are, guys. Instagram, somebody tagged the Havlicks at 19 minutes and 30 seconds here, because Zach Havlick's car and Jesse Havlick's car videos have absolutely blown up on Instagram. We are today at 9,326 followers. Guys, will we make 10,000 followers today? Will we make 10,000 followers on Instagram today? It's absolutely crazy. So obviously everything else has elevated from having that many followers, lots of people liking a ton of other stuff. I can't even keep up with the updates. They're going so fast on my phone. I'll look down, I'll have another 100 notifications from Instagram. So it's crazy, crazy, crazy. The reason I tell you that is to say this: please post more. There are guys like me at home that are so jealous we're not at Rocky Mountain Race Week, that we need more coverage. We need people to go live. We need people to post pictures. We need people to do that kind of stuff, because y'all, that's how we get more people into this community. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks to Jonathan for coming on and getting up. It's an hour behind where he is, so it's actually 7 a.m. there. And you heard him say they drove till 4 a.m. So yesterday. So pretty wild last night, or pretty wild that he is able to drive like that. I think that's our plan for 2.0, is to do that as well, to drive overnight after racing, because again, your adrenaline is high. So, all right, guys, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the channel, follow us on all the social media, and definitely get in on this Instagram growth. It's fixing to, we've got plans for Instagram. So it's exciting. All right, guys, see you. Thanks.